Hello chumps, my name is Motherlymunkle, and today we're going to start something completely new, so cue the funky music. Welcome to the next installment of my new series called Meet the Classes. So I'll be giving you tips and strategies on how to become a better Team Fortress player, so I hope you enjoy. Our first episode will be on the Pyro. Now the Pyro is a character in Team Fortress 2 that is very fond of fire. My loadout this evening will be the degreaser, flare gun, and extinguisher. My primary weapon, the almighty degreaser, is a flamethrower that has 65% faster weapon switch, but deals 25% less afterburn damage. So that means I can quickly switch to my flare gun to deal critical hits, and my extinguisher if I need to take down enemies really quick. Now my secondary weapon definitely ties in with the degreaser really well. The flare gun is basically, as the name suggests, a gun that shoots fire flares. It can ignite the enemy and is a great option for long distance damage. Now the main advantage of the flare gun is that it can deal critical damage to burning victims. So that's a fantastic option for long and short range. If they're just out of your range of your extinguisher, it's always a very good option. And finally, my melee weapon is the extinguisher. It only deals 50% damage, but when a player is on fire, it deals 100% critical hits. Now you will notice that this loadout is very dependent on lighting people on fire. The flare gun does critical hits to people on fire, and so does the extinguisher. So, the Pyro. The Pyro is a very versatile character in TF2. It can do a lot of things that lots of the other classes can't. For example, I'm equipped with this flamethrower. My left click does fire damage, which is fantastic because the fire actually does afterburn damage. So when I ignite someone, I can just retreat and let the fire deal enough damage to take them out. Now another excellent addition to the flamethrower is the ability to do what's called an air blast, as you just saw there on that scout. That's basically when I right click, it sends the enemy up into the air and can stop them right in their tracks. This is also a great idea if you're retreating and you want to get rid of them. The other really great feature of the air blast is being able to reflect projectiles such as grenades, stickies, huntsman arrows, and rockets from the rocket launcher of a soldier. Some of the very best pyros that play competitive and stuff like that, they're just phenomenal at air blasting anything, and they get really brilliant reflect kills. So that's something definitely to keep in mind when you're playing pyro. Now a really effective tip that I use all throughout this video is, first of all, I confront an enemy. It's best if it's maybe one or two, and what I do, I ignite them for about perhaps a second, and then I air blast them into air and shoot them with the flare gun. This is fantastic because if the enemy tries to retreat, the air blast will hinder their movement, so that I can get an easy flare off and do 90 damage from the critical hit. So my team during this gameplay did a really great job of holding the enemy back. And here I'm just harassing them at their very own spawn. So I'm just popping in and out and igniting them. So here I got a nice air blast on that soldier and did some nice splash damage. And I take him out with the flare. I was lucky to have a really great pocket as well during this gameplay, and that really helped out. So as you can see, more harassing here, and I'm dealing quite a lot of damage to all the soldiers and scouts around me. Here I get covered in Jarate and I get a lucky reflect, and I take out that scout. So here I'm retreating. I thought they wouldn't follow me, but just in case I hanged around this corner, and as I turn around I unfortunately get taken out by the soldier. So here you will see a very integral part of being a pyro. Here I was just sort of flaming my teammates and checking for spies. Luckily I bump into one here and quickly take him out with the extinguisher. Now it's really important, and I must stress this guys, it's really important to check for spies on your team, because the pyro is definitely the best class for doing so. And here I'm just taking out spies left and right, running into them. Unfortunately, as I say this, one gets away. But yeah, I must stress that guys, it's always important to check for spies. So here I run into quite a hefty choke point. There's about 4 to 5 players, and I make sure that I'm really not too aggressive, because it's really easy as the pyro to get carried away and go, oh, I want to light everybody on fire. So it's really good just to take a step back and not risk something that you think you might not be able to handle. I think taking a conservative approach is a key thing in most classes in Team Fortress 2, and it can distinguish a good player from a bad player. So here I miss a few air blasts on this cheeky soldier on the stairwell, and you'll notice my pocket again, which is really helping me, so I take advantage of that and get right up in his face. Oh man, I love this song. Oh, also another really important feature of the air blast mechanic is you can actually put out your teammates if they're on fire, and you'll get 1 point for that, so that's a really great way of helping your team out. So here I go into full pyro mode and I'm lighting everybody on fire and I'm trying to deal as much damage and I get a domination. So here I get a really nice uber charge and it's very successful, and I'm just running up to everybody and I get a nice flare on that demo. I turn the corner and I also take out this huntsman sniper. Unfortunately, I was waiting for the health there to take me right back into the battlefield, but a soldier drops down and takes me out. Notice I retreat here and call for medic, and my righteous medic jumps down and heals me, which is really great. It's a really important maneuver as Pyro not to always go right down the center, and I get really lucky here and I spot a teleporter and a couple of enemies and I'm just bouncing them up and down with joy, and I take them all out and then take away their teleporter and dispenser, so I thought that was a pretty funny moment there. Another quick tip for all the new players out there, go through the advanced options and have a little look, because those can be very helpful. Here I've enabled the hit sound, so you'll hear a little ding every time I do damage, which is great to know how long my afterburn's doing. So I get an uber charge here and I run up on this unsuspected Hoovy, but he turns on me real quick and takes me out. So that's going to wrap up the commentary, everybody. I hope I've educated you a little bit better on how to play the Team Fortress 2 Pyro. You can promote my channel by sharing my Facebook page and even just my YouTube page to as many friends as possible. That would really help me out. Alrighty guys, have a good one. Bye.